Batting second, the left fielder, the champ gauche, number 31, numéro 31, Sam Desmarais. Hitting third, the shortstop, let it go, number 21, numéro 21, Joey Blanchette. Hitting fourth, the third baseman, the troisième but, number 23, le numéro 23, Jaden Renault. Batting fifth, number 22, numéro 22, Xavier Joubidon. Batting sixth, the first baseman, the premier but, number 32, numéro 32, Romeo Nocedo. Batting seventh, the catcher, le receveur, number 12, le numéro 12, Théo Marcel. Batting eighth, the right fielder, the champ droit, number 7, numéro 7, Thomas Gauthier. Batting eighth, number 9, numéro 9, Nathan Mathieu. Batting 10th, number 44, the starting pitcher, le lanceur partant, numéro 44, Émeric Fournier. And batting 11th, number 55, le numéro 55, Louis Saint-Louis. Your coaches, Daniel Mathieu, Benoît Gauthier, and the manager, Pascal Boilard. Now introducing Ottawa West Twins, leading off for the Twins, the shortstop, number 5, Nicholas Florakis. Batting second, number 11, Brendan Varga. Batting third, number 23, the catcher, Zain Al-Susi. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 47, Louis Gagnon. Batting fifth, number 19, James Daze. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 4, Ben Farinas. Batting seventh, number 72, Kyle Zigo. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 7, Will O'Connell. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 12, Rigby McDonald. Batting 10th, the first baseman, number 10, Carson Stewart. Batting 11th, today's starting pitcher, number 3, Luke Pasma-Hellman. And batting 12th, number 13, the right fielder, Parker Hicks. The assistant coach, Osama Suzy and Marshall McKinnon. The head coach, Emmanuel Florakis. And now, if you would all please rise and remove your hats. For the singing of the anthem. And now introducing the men in black, the umpires for today. Behind the plate, we have Mr. Mark Bradley from Ottawa. At first, Mr. Tom Kwalik from Ottawa. At second base, Al Aitchison from Kingston, Ontario. And at third, Mr. Richard Moses from Rouyn, Noranda. So now I'd like to invite Zain Al-Souzi to do the English pledge, Loic Saint-Louis to do the French pledge, on the parent side, Laura Kenville and Josiane Dallaire.
First time?
English first.
Boys.
There we go. I'm looking for the little red light.
I trust in God, I love my country, and will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best. Good job.
Je crois en Dieu, j'aime mon pays et je respecterai les lois. Je jouerai honnêtement et j'essaierai de gagner, mais que je gagne ou non, je ferai toujours de mon mieux.
I will teach all children to play fair and do their best. I will positively support all managers, coaches, and players. I will respect the decisions of the umpires. I will praise a good effort despite the outcome of the game.
J'enseignerai à tous les enfants à jouer avec fair play et à faire de leur mieux. Je soutiendrai positivement tous les managers, entraîneurs et joueurs. Je respecterai les décisions des arbitres. Je féliciterai les efforts fournis, quel que soit le résultat du match.
One of the few words I know.
Managers the whole plate. Manuel, that's you.
First game of the tournament.
You can't fool me. Nice try. Sorry?
Yes, what?
You want to run a pool on how many minutes?
You're going three?
How many were in the game this morning? Wait, between the two teams?
Yeah, the big guy, three in a row.
I'm gonna say 5.
Alright, cool.
I was going to say, this team hasn't had any yet, have they?
How many is that on the tournament?
We'd have to ask Mr.
No, it's more than that.
Overall, I thought you were just talking about Romeo and Lucy Gold. We've got 5 alone. 2 for Valente. Gautier's got, both coaches have 1. Samuel might have 2.
Samuel had 2 the other day. I'm going to guess 10 for
Renault had 1 too.
Without looking at guessing 10 combined, but every team
Had 2. There's one other guy, Carmichael had 1. Carmichael, Valente, 5 for those
Guys, I want one guy with a bat, not 3-4. One guy with a bat. That's him. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hello and welcome here to Kingston for Day 6 of the 2026 Eastern Canadians Intermediate Championships here at Cricket Field. It's our final game of the day, the 5th game of the tournament on the day, as 2 games got moved to a different field to try to make up for the rain days we had on Saturday. And so it's Trois-Rivieres' 2nd game of the day after they started things off successfully in the morning with a 15-7 victory. Pardon me, that was yesterday. They started things off in the morning with a win over the Oakville Whitecaps. Leading things off, Samuel Gauthier for Trois-Rivieres. He led off the game this morning against the Oakville Whitecaps with a homer. And we'll see if he can spark something like that again. It was just a perfect sighting for the Blackbirds this morning. Such a highly anticipated game. Oakville and Trois-Rivieres both coming in with a 4-0 record, so the 2 perfect teams, and was control almost right from the get-go from the Blackbirds. Fantastic pitching, and we saw 5 home runs, including 3 home runs from Romeo Nocido by himself, and Gauthier belts this one foul. But the Twins, 1-2. This will be their 4th game, obviously. They'll have 2 games tomorrow. But they played 2. In the 2 games they've lost, they've both had, I believe, a lead in both the games. As they lost their first one to the Diamond 10-7, so a close game. That was a comeback victory. And they lost their second one 7-4 against the Oakville Whitecaps. So both very close games. And they won their first game last night against the Cornwall River Rats. So it's just a team that has come up short in the important moments of the game, but if those moments go their way, they could easily be maybe even perfect in the tournament. Full count here to Gauthier, and he gets all of that ball to right center field, and it hits all the way to the back wall fence. And it's a hard hit, long hit single for Samuel Gauthier, and I'll tell you, if that was about a foot or 2 higher, it'd be his 2nd leadoff homer of the day. And here's Sam Desmarais. as the Blackbirds have continued to crush teams in this tournament. Day 1, 22-0. Day 2, 14-4 against Orleans. Day 3, 16-6 against the Diamond. Yesterday, 15-7 against the Colts, and this morning, I believe final score is 15-7, I want to say, against Oakville. Just continuously finding offense from all parts of their lineup, and their pitching is just on par as their offense, just perfect. Starting pitcher for the Twins this evening, number 3, Luke Pasma-Hellman. The 1-1 pitch here. And it's perfectly down the middle, freezes on Desmarais as it's a bit with an off speed. And looking for his first strikeout of the game. Desmarais skies this one, a moonshot to behind the backstop. And well, we're in a metal crate, the broadcasting booth behind the backstop, and I had a feeling it could have came down and made a big sound effect on top of our booth, but lucky for us, our eardrums remained intact. We'll go back to a 1-2 after the last foul ball. And Desmarais will do it all again as he fouls it out the third baseline. This top of the order for the Blackbirds is just so dynamic. The first 4 of Gauthier, Desmarais, Blanchet, and Renault, all guys who can hit for power, contact, whatever you need them to do. And this one, to Hopper to the shortstop, handled, fired to first, got to be clean, and it's a good pick by Carson Stewart over at first, and there's one down. There's Joey Blanchet. As runner advances to third base now, base it away from the Blackbirds, opening the scoring. First pitch outside for ball 1. And so the Twins are labeled to play a big game tomorrow at 9 a.m. between them and the Kingston Colts. And a feeling that that game could decide who plays in the semifinals. And a safe and sound as the first baseman is off the bag. That was a beautiful play to even get it there, to give the opportunity of being an out. That was Nicholas Florakis, the typical shortstop for the Twins. As the Blackbirds will open the scoring, though. It's an RBI single for Joey Blanchet. Here's Jaden Renault. Runner on the way to second. Lets the ball go to the plate, and the throw, not enough heat on it there from Zain El-Sousi. And it'll be a successful steal. And Renault, that will get a piece of him as he just tries to shake it off, gets his thumbs up. Back to the dugout will result in a foul ball, and we'll go 1-1. Pasma-Hellman, long look down at second. Runner on the way to third, strike call, throw down, and safe off the slide from Joey Blanchet. That's Ben Farina's third, and the throw was just a tad off the marker as Farina's had to go to the opposite side of the bag where he would have liked to be. So 2 strikes in the count, but Blanchet now will base it away for doubling down here for the Blackbirds. And it looks like they're checking with Blanchet after he took a bit of an awkward slide into third. It looks to be okay. So Pasma Hellman got a 1-2 count against Renault. Of the 1-2 delivery. And strike 3, the call. And the first punch out of the evening for Luke Pasma Hellman, and there's 2 down. As there'll be a mound meeting here, and that will do it for Luke Pasma Hellman. As with 19 pitches, so this is a strategy we've seen for teams that play 2 games tomorrow. We saw this in the Colts game with Robbie Carmichael, where they pull him early, keep him under that 20 pitch count, and basically since you play 2 games tomorrow, you want as many pitchers available, especially in big time games where they need wins in order to qualify for the playoffs. So we'll see if they continue with that strategy, as we'll have a reliever coming in. Number 11, Brendan Varga will come into pitch an inning or more. Also take his warm-up, and he'll have to face Xavier Jobodon when we get back and going. So 4 games tomorrow, as stated, 9 a.m. between the Twins and the Colts. And well, if there's one game to tune in for the tournament, that's a big one with playoff implications on the line. Oakville and the Diamond at 11. And speak of more playoff implications, that's another one. 2 teams that are almost, I would say, confirmed to play playoff baseball. And so this would be maybe fighting for that 2nd or 3rd spot. And, well, it doesn't make a whole lot of a difference, but maybe a team could even drop down to 4th. So playoff placement of 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. That's if the Blackbirds do win this game. And, well, there's still lots of baseball left to play, so that makes it even more crazy because even first place implications on the line. Although the Trois-Rivieres does have the head-to-head over both those teams. Orleans and the Twins at 2 p.m. as Orleans searches for their first win, or second win, pardon me, I should say, as this one to the backstop. Joey Blanchette on the way. The play at the plate. The tag has got him as Blanchette was a bit too early on the slide, and he didn't have enough momentum to get to the plate. And the Twins will save a run and get out of the top of the inning. And it's 1-0 as Trois-Rivieres opens the scoring. And when we come back, it's the Twins looking to respond. Bottom of the first inning as the Ottawa West Twins look to respond after only giving up 1 run to the Blackbirds in the top of the inning. It's Nicholas Florakis who made a couple very nice plays at shortstop to lead things off. First pitch on the outside for a ball. And well, the Blackbirds have made themselves known for scoring a lot of runs early in games, but only held to 1. Could be a good sign here for the Twins. We're looking to move to 500. It would make that game against the Kingston Colts even more important tomorrow. Florakis skies this one up high in the infield. Nocido calls everybody off and makes the play. And there's 1 down. Here's Brendan Varga, who came in relief in the top of the inning as the Twins look to go to a pitching strategy of keeping everybody available for tomorrow under that 20-pitch marker. We'll see if that holds to be true, depending on how far Varga goes in the game, but off an early indicator of how far our starter Pasma Hellman pitched. Looks to be so. Speak of starting pitchers, it's Emerick Fournier, the starter for the Blackbirds. High up from Varga, and it's out of play. We'll bring him to a second strike. This is one of Fournier's first times at the mound this tournament. I believe we've seen him in a relief role, but I don't think a starting role. So a big spot here for Fournier. 0-2. Ground ball. And the backhand, clean. To first is perfect. And what a play from Joey Blanchette, just clean as a whistle. Makes the play. And there's Zane El Soucy, and he'll try to prohibit the 3-up, 3-down possibility. I'll see the first pitch through for ball 1. On the end of the bat, past the glove of Fournier, and that will skip on past Mathieu as well. And there goes El Soucy down to second. He's going to try to extend his luck. The play, safe and sound. Zane El Soucy able to make even a double out of it and move himself to a scoring position. That was a risky play from Zane, but works out for him. And here's Louis Gagnon to the plate with a runner now in scoring position. That skipped on past 2 infielders of the Blackbirds. First pitch swinging for Gagnon, and it's easily in the glove of Blanchette. Doesn't have to move too much to make that play, and will keep things scoreless for the Twins in the first inning. When we come back, top of the second, you're watching the 2026 Eastern Canadians Intermediate Championships. top two as we join you back here at Cricket Field on a Monday evening. And leading things off, Xavier Jobadon. And Brendan Varga back at the mound after he joined us in 2 outs in the top of the first. And Jobadon, part of this very exceptional hitting top of the order, as it's pretty much an entire order of really versatile hitters for Trois-Rivieres. 2-0 pitch. Inside for ball 3. And well, this count in full favor of Jobadon. It's ball 4, 4-pitch walk to start the inning. As Xavier didn't really have to do much on that one, and this brings up Romeo Nacedo. And well, if you missed the game this morning against the Blackbirds, first 3 times he was due up, he did the same thing every time. Hit a home run. 3 home runs this morning, 5 on the tournament in 5 games for Romeo Nacedo. And well, we'll see if Varga is aware of that as he fouls the first pitch off. Go to 0-1. That's ball 1. There's a ball in the infield. Looks like somebody threw something onto the diamond. A mini wiffle ball hit onto the field here. Oh, you got to think someone might be getting in trouble. 1-1. And Nacedo with a clean swing for a strike. Runner down to second as well. And safe and sound is Jobadon. 1-2. Strike 3. Freezes him up, and Varga gets the outside. And you can hear the encouragement from the dugout and the Ottawa West fans. And there's Dale Marcil. Marcil all over that one. The shallow center and a sliding play as he goes down on the stomach to make it. Sprawls on out in center field. That's a thing of beauty from Will O'Connell. And that's a highlight reel for out number 2. And here's Thomas Gauthier, who had his first home run of the tournament, joined the group of people, including his brother, as he smoked one to right field. Well, the 0-1 from Varga. He'll turn and fire instead, and we'll keep it in front of him. Gauthier underneath of it will be a foul ball as he'll hit it backwards. And there's 2 strikes and a chance to end the inning for the Twins and send themselves only down by 1 at the bottom of the second. 0-2. Gauthier, deep right field. He got all of that one. It is out of here. It's the second home run of the day for Thomas Gauthier after he hit one this morning. And it's a 2-run shot to make it 3-0 for the Blackbirds. As he turned on that one with all of his torque. And it's 3-0 as Gaultier has exploded here on day 6 of the tournament. Was the starting pitcher this morning, but on the bats, just oh my, as he made the trot around all 4. And it's 3-0. And there's Nathan Mathieu. First pitch swinging, and that's down to right field for a base hit to keep the top of the inning alive. And after 2 outs and only 1 runner on and 2 strikes as well in the count, Twins had a chance to send them back to the offense, only down by 1, but Gaultier changed that. And there's Aymeric Fournier. Throw down to first. They got him. They catch Mathieu off guard, and a beautiful throw down in the pickoff play, successful to end the top of the inning. And well, it's a 3-run ball game after Thomas Gaultier goes yard to right field on a 2-run shot. And when we come back, it's the Ottawa West Twins looking to respond and get on the board of their own. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. Bottom of the second inning underway here at Cricket Field. Leading things off, James Daze. And I'll wait the first pitch from Aymeric Fournier. And he'll take it for a strike. And while the Twins still looking to get on the board, still very much within reach, only down by 3. And we've seen, while the Blackbirds open up games much more ambitious than this. But that's just to go to say how strong the Twins have been on the defensive side of the ball. Also against Trois-Rivieres, still have scored 3 runs, and well, a 2-run bomb from Thomas Gaultier as well. That's going to get a piece of Daze. Ball 4 for a leadoff walk. And runner on for the Twins. And there's Ben Farinas. As Farinas has been someone I've been very impressed by. It's in the middle of the order for the Ottawa West Twins, but I'd say one of their better hitters. And a swing up high for strike 1. Oh, 1, and Farinas will get a piece of that and foul it back. As Funes is aggressive, but when he makes contact, it does do some damage. 0-2 count going Fournier's way. Doesn't chase that one off the glove of the catcher as well, and runner goes down to second. Daze with a steal now to scoring position. Here's the 1-2. High up. And it looks to be out of playable territory for a foul ball. As we'll stay at 2 strikes. Marcel behind the plate, as it typically goes back and forth between him and Sam Desmarais, who's started out in left field this evening. 1-2, and that will get him. Drop strike 3, but an easy toss from Marcel down to first. Runner going to third as well, and it's on the dot from Nocedo, but too late as Daze will extend a base. There's Kyle Zegio. A quick Mal meetings. Fournier will go talk to his catcher, Marcel. Make sure they're all on the same page. First pitch to Zegio. And that one, I believe, will get a piece of the umpire, which is beneficial for the Blackbirds, as Daze, who's already stolen pair of bases, could have made it one more. And I'll foul that one back and bring him to 1-1. As Gio, in a couple of games ago, he left the game from third base after an awkward tumble when tossing across diamond. Good to see that he's back in the game and doing well. He did play in yesterday's game, so this is not new news, but good to see that he's doing all right. And that one gets him in the leg as well. So walk it off. And a great take. This battle continues for ball 2. And a 2-2 count. We did a poll, a questionnaire to all the players before the tournament, and Aymeric Fournier responded to, does he have a special talent? He says, happy in stressful situations. Well, here's might be a stressful situation, a full count. Because now he's got to perform the payoff. And Skill goes chasing away for strike 3 as he reached across the plate. And it's back-to-back punch-outs from Aymeric Fournier. And here's Will O'Connell. Trying to cash in that runner at third. That's up high for ball 1. There's the 1-0 pitch. O'Connell up the middle. And the catch is confirmed, which will deny the run of Daze from scoring. And the Blackbirds get out of it and keep the Twins scoreless. As I believe that was Samuel Gauthier, the one underneath of it. 2 scoreless innings from Fournier at the mound, and when we return, it's the Blackbirds looking to extend their lead here in Kingston. And so we'll get the inning underway here in the top of the third. The Twins still looking to get on the board, but they'll have to wait to the bottom of the inning in order to do so. As we'll have leading things off. I believe this is here at the top of the order. Here's the pitch from Varga. And it's part of the Améric Fournier. Where we see Luc St. Louis, and then go back to the top for Samuel Gauthier. Now we ball 2. Quick 2-1 count. So Fournier, who we saw pitching the first 2 innings, he'll take ball 3. Right, it's his dream career for Fournier, MLB. Obviously, that's a typical answer from these kids that they want to be in the MLB. The other one is a businessman. What type of business doesn't state, but he is still only a young guy, so lots of time to figure that out. Maybe even in the business world of the MLB. Full count pitch here from Varga. It's ball 4 for a leadoff walk. Put him down to first. Here's Luc St. Louis. As we hit the bottom of the order here for Trois-Rivieres. And swings at 1, run, throw down to first, and Fournier will get back in time. Dream career for Luc St. Louis. He writes 3 different things. Be in the draft for the QMJHL, Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League, or in the NHL. And I feel like, you know, if you want to make a career out of it, you can't obviously stay in the QMJHL for your whole entire hockey career. So it would be the jump to the NHL, and then obviously he writes the MLB. So I think it's cool that he wrote down a specific league, a kid from Quebec wanting to play in the Q. And that would be the equivalent to Ontario's OHL for those who are not aware, which is junior hockey, 16 to 21-year-olds. Throw down to first again, and Fournier dives back. Oh, the 2-1 pitch here from Varga. And he likes that one upstairs for strike 2, as he doesn't have enough height on it. And Varga looking for the first out of the inning of the 2-2. St. Louis skies this one high up. The sun is glaring and it bounces out of the glove of Varga and unable to find the out. He has a smile on St. Louis' face as he trots back to first base. He knew he got away with one there, and he gets an extra life with this at-bat. Back to another 2-2. And he does it again, skies this one up, but this one will be behind the backstop. And the battle continues between these two. St. Louis very fast, and if he's able to get on the base paths, could do some damage. But would have someone in front of him with Fournier. We'll go back to another 2-2 from the lefty. And he will do it all over again as he fouls it back. And just a great battle between these two. And Varga will work at the ball 3. That one takes a ramp off the backstop and an easy steal there for Fournier after Susi didn't have a lot of chance to get to that ball quickly. And we'll have a full count payoff. And St. Louis will foul it off and stay here. And what a battle it has been between these two. St. Louis, not the tallest player, so maybe shrinks down his box a little bit, but man, he makes good work of it. Anything close getting a piece of it. 4 foul balls. And we'll go back to a second consecutive payoff. And this one's in play, and he'll win the battle as he scrapes one to right field. Throw to first, though. No! Safe as St. Louis. As trying to gun him down there was the Twins right fielder. That's Parker Hitz out there. Had a great attempt at it, but not fast enough. And it's runners now in the corners. Still with no outs for top of the order, Samuel Gauthier, who led the game off with a single that was hit all the way back to the fence. That's ball 1. St. Louis down to second. And he's safe in there. Gauthier, when he's not playing sports, he likes to play outside. That's what he writes. So an active kid. And it'll make sense. He's got good athleticism for obviously a guy who is top of the order. 2-0. And it's strike 1 as it clips the inside. And Varga will start his battle back into this count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Gauthier will swing for strike 2, and Fournier didn't look like he thought about it too much. Initially, I thought it was a foul ball, but you know, it must have just bounced on the glove of Susi and got away from him. Go to 2-2. And Gauthier down to left field into no man's land. 1 run will score. St. Louis getting the wave, and the relay will not be fast enough as St. Louis will score as well, as they didn't even test him. As Floracas just held on to it when the ball got to him. And it's 5-0 for the Blackbirds. As time is called from the Twins head coach, and We'll see what the decision will be with Varga in the mound. 2 games tomorrow, and that is supposed to end off the round robin, so he's already past the point where he won't be able to pitch tomorrow if they do pull him now. Looks like he will remain in the game, but he's gonna go over top of that 35 pitch count, meaning he won't be available if rain comes tomorrow and delays more games. The rain day is Wednesday, which is currently wide open. So if he pitches here right now, which he will, he won't be available for games tomorrow with the possibility of Wednesday as well. Sam Desmarais, 0 for 1 with the ground ball to the shortstop, his first time up. And his first pitch swinging for a strike. Runner down to second as well as the ball bouncing out of El Soucy's glove makes it even easier for Gauthier. That one's on the opposite side of Desmarais' leg, and there goes runner down to third. And another easy steal, corner to corner. Goes Gauthier. Ball chance here for an RBI for Desmarais. As Varga will step off and take a stare down. At third, send a message. On 1. Ball 2 on the outside. That one to the backstop. Here comes runner on home, and Samuel Gauthier will score. And I should apologize, as I've been corrected by a commentator. There is no relation between Samuel Gauthier and as well as Thomas Gauthier. I appreciate you saying the comment, as it was not safe of me to assume. So thank you for letting us know. We will no longer have that association. As that is ball 4 for Sam Desmarais. And runner now to first. And I'll meet together to, on the mound, to discuss what to do. Joey Blanchette due up to the batter's box. Throw down to first and safe in there. With a quick step is Desmarais. Outside for another ball. They'll try him again. And he'll step back as well. Just aggressive there on eyeing up Desmarais down at first. As Blanchette fires that one into foul territory, and it's right by the road where the car is flying by. That's got to be a scary sight as well. Blanchette belted that ball into foul territory. I'll try him again. Third time's the charm. No luck. So Blanchette's had a single and 2 RBIs. Or pardon me, 1 RBI his first time up. And gets hold of this ball, sends it to shallow left field, drops on down for a base hit. And it's back-to-back singles on the ball game for Joey Blanchette. And Gina Renault will be due up. 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but 2 on here. And inside for ball one in Renault. So Gina Renault writes his superstition before a game is listening to music. Doesn't specify what he likes to listen to, although he does say his favorite baseball walk-up song is The Game. As Renault belts this one to center field. Going to be a close play at second, but Blanchette will beat any attempt. And the bases are loaded with a single from Jaden Renault with Xavier Jobodon due up. And still no outs as this inning just keeps spilling on. Jobodon in the air. Shallow center. Runner tags up and come home. The play at the plate and the throw is off. Run will score and both runners will advance. As Sam Desmarais will walk off a little bit of a limp as he goes back to the dugout. But it's 7-0 for the Blackbirds as they extend their lead. And they will get an out. And Romeo Nacedo due up with 2 in scoring position. Nacedo 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And I'll see the first one for a strike. And so we'll keep an eye on how Varga will pitch Nacedo here. Has to understand the danger. The center fielder looks like he's at the warning track. Very deep in center field. As a quick 0-2 count. Going Varga's way. Got him. Strike 3 on the bottom outside corner. And it's back-to-back punch-outs for Nacedo to start this ball game. And the first punch-out of the top of the third inning for Varga. And that will do it. As Zane, we'll see who comes into the game. It'll be number 47. Louis Gagnon will take to the bump. 50 pitches. And then you relate back, he's under that 3-day rest threshold. Not available tomorrow, not available Wednesday for Varga, but he will be able to pitch in the semifinals if the Twins make it there. And so that's a detailed change by the Twins, keeping an eye on that and keeping that option open, as obviously they have playoff aspirations. And there's Dale Marcil with 2 on and 2 outs. As the Twins trying to put a fork in this inning. And Louis Gagnon will be tasked with doing it. That's a hard bounce off El Soucy, and Blanchette will not pull the trigger. He'll stay at third after, I think most definitely would have been able to get home, but a quick decision make and he'll stand by it. Marcil, ground ball, chopper to the second baseman, toss to first in time. And that will negate Blanchette from scoring, and it's will be 7-0 heading to the bottom of the third inning. The Twins looking to get on the board, and we'll see if they can do it when we return. Bottom of the third inning underway here. Is leading things off Rigby McDonald. For the Twins, first pitch swinging. Drops down to the infield quickly, and the third baseman will cut out Blanchette to make the play. That's Jaden Renault, and there's one down. Here's Carson Stewart. Can he get something started for the Twins? Shows a bunt. Pops this one out. Marcel underneath of it. Fast reaction time. And it's 2 pitches, 2 outs. On away from an immaculate inning potentially. And here's Luke Pasma-Hellman, who was our starting pitcher for just an inning for the Twins. Only went under 20 pitches, so he's available tomorrow. As this looks to be a bullpen game for the Twins. And the first pitcher from Fournier. That's ball 1, so we won't get the 3 pitches, 3 outs potential that we once had. That's off and away for ball 2. Fournier feeling himself now, especially after getting ignited with those quick 2 outs. That's ball 3, and he's got himself in a 3-0 hole, though. Pasma-Hellman up. As the dugout chanting LPH. The nickname for Luke Pasma-Hellman, the abbreviation. Here's the 3-0. It's ball 4. It's a full pitch walk for LPH. They'll head down to first and a runner on to keep the inning alive as we hit the bottom of the order with Parker hits. As he'll take one on the inside, backed away from it, but home plate umpire Mark Bradley likes that placement. That one to the backstop. There goes Luke Pasma-Hellman down to second, and Fournier will count it off and let him take second base. There's the 1-1. Out of the dirt, and a good play by Marcel to get in front of it. After he just saw the situation moments ago where his teammate, Pasma-Hellman, got a free base out of it. Here's the 2-1. Holds off, and it's ball 3. Great take from Parker Hits. Three-1. It's back-to-back walks to start the 2-out rally in the bottom of the third. And we'll go back to the top of the order to Nicholas Floracas. This time will be called by Trois-Rivieres head coach. We'll have a word with Henrik Fournier, and that might see if that does it for the ball game as him as well. Or if it's just a discussion to calm him down and get the team back on track. As the Twins not out of it yet, and this is a grand opportunity here with the top of the order due up. Only one more out needed from the Blackbirds as they look to stay undefeated. And I believe with a win here today, they would actually confirm it as they don't play tomorrow. Would be 6-0, having defeated everybody. And we'll get back underway. Floracas will await his first pitch. And he'll take it for a strike right down the heart of the plate. Long wave on Fortier, and that gets away from him. Both runners on the go, and they'll both get a base. As it looked like Fortier might even throw that away purposely, but it still got away from him. There's the 1-1. And down in the dirt again after 2 walks from Fournier. It's a 2-1 count, a hitter's count here for Florrock is kind of stable things up a little bit from Fournier at the mound. 2-1. That's ball 3. In jeopardy now of the bases being loaded. And that would give the Twins a prime opportunity to get back in this game with Brendan Varga due up. Here's the 3-1. Up the middle. That is off the leg of Fournier. And Renault tries to recover, unable to barehand it. And the Twins are on the board. And Fournier got that one hard, it looked like, on the lower half. So we'll take a moment to make sure he's okay, as that was a comebacker right up the middle. As K-Town Physiotherapy comes out to see the young pitcher. As he'll take his time. So as mentioned, Trois-Rivieres does not play tomorrow. It is their off day. So time to rest. The other team is in action. And back up to his feet is Fournier. We'll have Ottawa and Kingston in the morning, 9 a.m. Such an important game for both those teams. The Oakville and the Diamond, talk about another important game. That one is right there for potential seeding into playoffs. New Orleans and Ottawa West at 2, and Kingston and Cornwall at 5. As Florrock goes over to Fournier, gives him a tap, and that will do it for Améric Fournier as he walks back to the dugout. 40 pitches for Fournier, which will make him available for the semifinals game on Thursday. And here's Xavier Gilbadon, the pitcher into the game for Trois-Rivieres. And he'll start his warm-up before we get back underway. And on here, 2 runners on. Florrock is at first, and I believe that's Parker Hitz at third. Sam Desmarais looks to be going to the outfield. So let's take a look into our new pitcher, Xavier Gilbadon. As his special talent is to be good in stressful moments. That is very familiar to what we saw with Fournier, who writes happy in stressful situations. So maybe just different wordings for the two. His dream career is an NHL player. Doesn't write MLB, so he must be nasty on the ice. A multi-sport athlete where he plays hockey in the winter or maybe even all year round, and then baseball in the summertime. A versatile athlete nonetheless. And what he likes to do when he's not playing sports is watching sports. And I'll have to agree. It probably would be my answer too. And so we'll get this game back underway. 2 outs for Gilbadon as well. Only one more to get out of it. The first pitch squeaks on by, hits, thinks about it, gets halfway down the base path, and will go back. He did a little double take there after Marcel missed the initial attempt to pick up the ball. But he stays at third. And probably the right decision there from Parker Hitz. Didn't want to get too excited, a little too run happy. 1-0. And down the pipe there. As Gilbadon will get his first strike of the ball game. Up high, ball 2. Twins trying to rally back into this game, down by 6. High up, behind the backstop for strike 2. And now, Varga's got a battle. He's 0 for 1 of the day with the ground balls to the shortstop. Earlier, he would like something in play, but maybe not an out like he had before. The 2-2 from Gilbadon. And he'll do it again as he fouls it back. That one plops on top of the first base dugout. As the ears ring for Trois-Rivieres, I'm sure that made some noise. I'm waiting for one to come back over the backstop and hit us in the broadcast booth. As I'll tell you, that'll make some noise even more than it did on the dugout. Back to a 2-2. And swings it one up high, fouls it back, and we'll do it all over again. And Varga, who was at the mound just an inning ago, looking for some success on the offense. And he'll pull it down the left field line for a fair ball. He finds that success. Hitz will score. Joining him is Floracas, and it's 2 RBIs and a double for Brendan Varga. And after how long that count played out, it just kind of felt like foul ball after foul ball that Gilbadon, who's fresh into the game, would find a way with the finisher. But what an at-bat by Brendan Varga. And it's a 4-run game. And here's Zainel Susi. And first pitch for ball 1 as he slows it down. And Gilbadon writes his favorite MLB player. And, well, I got to say it's a clever answer because it's mine to Ernie Clement. How can you not love this kid? This one to deep left field. It is out of here. Zainel Susi makes it a 2-run game with a 2-run shot to center field. And the Twins are hyped up. Fresh new energy for the boys in maroon. It's the first homer of the tournament, too, for the Ottawa West Twins. And it's off the bat of Zainel Susi. And the 2-out rally continues. It was 7-1 with 2 outs. And now it's 7-5. This one bloops down, and they'll get the 3rd out they've been looking for as Louis Gagnon will swing on the first pitch. But what a battle back into this game from the Ottawa West Twins. And it's majority of it off the bat of Zainel Susi. He's ignited a fire and put some juice in the veins of the Twins, and they'll head to the defensive side of the ball to play, try to play some shutdown baseball. When we return, it's the Blackbirds looking to extend their lead. Top of the fourth and a fresh new ball game here in Kingston. As Thomas Gauthier, hey, well, if you need someone to spark your offense after the Twins kind of stole all the momentum, it might be him. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer to right field. And he'll wait his first pitch from Louis Gagnon, fresh into this game after he came in at the top of the third and got 1 out. And strike 1 on the outside as Gagnon will paint it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Looks for another breaking ball. That will go his way. Strike 2. Just nice location there from 47 for the Twins. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And down in the dirt as it bounces to the fence. Got him. Strike 3 swinging as Gagnon throws him something up high, and Gauthier takes a chance at it. And it's a leadoff punch out from Louis Gagnon. And there's Nathan Mathieu, 1 for 1 with a single. Earlier in the game, he's a speedy base runner too. If you let him get on, that'll be his target. That's ball 1 up and in. As Mathieu skies this one in the dive and catch out in center field. As he sprawls down out to confirm it. As that's Will O'Connell. He made a nice one early in the game as well. And he'll double down with that thing of beauty for out number 2. And there's Améric Fournier. Heavy slice for strike 1. But the Twins look like a new team here ever since putting up 5 runs in the bottom of the third. Fournier, fair ball. Daze holds it. Gotta be quick. The gun, 5-3, and the full splits there from Varga. Won't be able to hold the ball in the glove, though, but he gotta respect the attempt. And Fournier will get on first base to keep the top of the inning alive. And here's Luc St. Louis with a single his first time here. St. Louis, shallow left field, and it will drop on down in no man's land for a base hit. Throw to third as Fournier will try to extend it. It is mildly off the intended target. And they'll keep the top of the inning alive. 2 now in scoring position is, I'll call it a single and an error throw for St. Louis. And top of the order is Samuel Gauthier, due up 2 singles and 2 RBIs as well. Gauthier, center field, and it drops on down again. That's back-to-back plays where it's too far in for the outfield and too close in for the infield, and 2 runs will score. It's 2 more RBIs for Samuel Gauthier, and the Blackbirds have extended their lead back to 4. 3 consecutive singles on the evening for Samuel Gauthier, 3 for 3. In the mound meeting here. As Gagnon will stay in the game. And there's Sam Desmarais. As well, after the Twins started the inning with 2 quick outs, the Blackbirds have battled back, and that's just showcasing the resilience they have. They can pop off at any time, especially near that top of the order. Well, it was kind of Fournier and St. Louis who got us going. This time of his call is there's a baseball sitting in front of the box, and well, Susie has enough of that one. He tosses it right back to the bullpen, where we believe it came from, as there's also a pitcher warming up the bullpen for Ottawa West. First pitch to Desmarais, and Daze reacts in time as he catches that bullet down the third baseline. And that will do it for the top of the 4th. 2-run score for the Blackbirds as they extend their lead, but when we come back, it's the Twins looking for another major inning like they found in the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the 4th hitter back at Cricket Field, James Daze leading things off. We'll see Ben Farinas and Kyle Zguio confirm 3 here as he sees a breaking ball on the first pitch and will foul it off. As Gilbedon back on the bump for a 2nd consecutive inning, and while he probably want that bottom of the 3rd back after he allowed 5 runs. And Daze gets that one down low, and we'll split the first 2 pitches. He likes that one, fouls it back. So that was upstairs. Not afraid to chase, though, was Daze. Now he's going to stay alive. He worked a walk his last time he was here, but now a pitcher's count going Gibonneau's way. He fouls that one off to the backstop. Superstition for Gibonneau, our starting pitcher, is visualization. Did he visualize a strikeout? We're about to find out. 1-2. He did. Strike 3. As he freezes up Daze and sends a bullet to the bottom of the zone. And there's one down. So here's Ben Farina, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. His first time up, he's aggressive in the batter's box. Not afraid to take a chance at anything he likes, despite if it's going to be a strike or a ball. And I'll see the first one through for a strike. Shows bunt. I'll get a ball anyways. And perfectly down the middle there from Gibonneau. Gives him the fastball. Farina freezes up. And now he's got the battle. On the 1-2 pitching coming. And he holds out for ball 2. It's a much more relaxed at bat from Farina's compared to what we've seen in previous times. He's a great hitter. Can he produce here? The 2-2. And he'll foul that one back, and we'll do it all again. As Gibonneau will fix his glove. Lines and fires. Got him. Strike 3. As Farina goes on through a little too late. And it's back-to-back punch-outs from Xavier Gibonneau. And Kyle Zguio due up next, trying to negate the 3-up, 3-down potential inning here. As Zguio 0 for 1 with the strikeout, his first time up. As the lefty will see the first pitch, first strike. So now he's seen one. And Gibonneau building confidence through those first 2 strikeouts, trying to make it 3 straight. As Zguio will get a base hit as he hits that one all the way back to the right field wall. And Kyle Zguio will get to second. The tag, though, no, safe and sound, as it was close. And it's a runner in scoring position now for the Twins. As this will bring up Will O'Connell, who has made some superstar plays out center field this game with a couple diving efforts. Can he produce on the offense, though? He's got a runner in scoring position at second after Zguio kept the inning alive. And first pitch swinging for O'Connell for strike 1. And blown on the outside. We'll split the first 2 pitches 1-1. O'Connell missed the first couple of games for the Twins until he joined the team. I believe yesterday was his first game. But he's been a good addition, especially to the outfield. And he'll foul that one back. Bring him to 2 strikes against him. Now he's got to start his battle. Protect anything close. A 1-2 from Gibonneau. In play, bouncer to Blanchette, handled. And the throw to first is on target. And that will end the 4th inning. As Zguio stopped it from being 3-up, 3-down, gets to second with a double, but will be able to get no further. As that will do it, we'll head to the top of the 5th inning when we come back as the Blackbirds looking to extend their lead 1 run away from double digits when we return. Top 5 as we join you back here at Crooked Field. As Joey Blanchette will lead things off, we'll see 3, 4, and 5. Renault and Gibidon do up as well. And Blanchette, quite the game so far. 2 for 2 with back-to-back singles. 2 RBIs along with those 2 hits. Or pardon me, 1 RBI. My handwriting makes it look like I wrote down 2, but it is a single. And we'll split the first 2 pitches. Back of the mound for 3rd consecutive inning, Louis Gagnon. And well, only 4 runs the difference. Twins very much so in this game. That's ball 2 up high. This might be the closest scoreline, or one of the closest scorelines for a game with the Blackbirds in it. So far through 5 innings. Probably is the closest one. A real chance here for the Twins, and that would do things for the standings. Backpedaling is the right fielder and able to make the grab. And there's 1 down. I believe that was Luke Poundsman-Hellman able to make the grab. And so here's Jaden Renault. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. But chases one down and away for strike 1. And after the 5-run inning in the 3rd, it just felt like a new game for the Twins. Their biggest thing, their defense was good to the first 2 innings. Then they let up 4 in the 3rd, but then it was a question about the offense. Deep center field and a jumping grab by Carson Stewart, as he denies a base hit from Jaden Renault. A thing of beauty. There's been some phenomenal center fielding plays by the Twins this evening, and that is one there. A highlight reel for out number 2. And trying to retire the side in order potentially. Here's Xavier Gibidon as the 2 relievers will go for a battle. As he swings hard on the first pitch. Just over top of it though. The 0-1. High chopper. Daze controls it. Fires 5-3 in time as he gives it a little bit of pep on it. And it's 3 up, 3 down, and the Twins looking for a big inning in the bottom of the 5th. Only down by 4. Trying to move to 500 in the standings. And when we come back, more baseball here in Kingston. bottom of the 5th inning. Set to get underway here in Kingston. It's leading things off, number 12, Rigby McDonald. As Xavier Gibaudan back in the bump for another inning here. It's blowing up high at a clean inning in the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 3rd did not go his way, though, as there was a 2-out rally masterclass by the Ottawa West Twins. And have made this game close. McDonald swings on through on that one. We'll split the first two, 1-1. It just planted on the outside there. Not even a dip in direction. Gibaudan perfectly placed. And he's got 2 strikes against McDonald. Here's the 1-2. In play. Down the third base line and foul. As the sun has gone down here in Kingston. Away put around the skyline. And while there's no lights here at Cricket, so we had this potential issue the other day when we were very delayed. That we might have had to call the game where it was. It would be the umpire's discretion when to do it. Obviously, probably won't have that issue today, as that was around 8:30 we were dancing around during that time. But potentially could have it tomorrow with 4 games. McDonald pulls that one into the glove of Nocido, who reacts rapidly and will retire the first batter. So yeah, 4 games tomorrow, 9, 11, 2, and 5, but we've had a lot of delays here for the first 5 days. For 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, and that adds up, especially when you have to play 3 games of baseball before your finisher. So just something to keep in mind for tomorrow. Carson Stewart due up. After he made a superstar play in center field. Lays down the bunt right to the mound, and Gibaudan will react quickly. Stewart not rapid enough to beat the throw, and there's 2 down quickly. And there's Luke Pasma-Hellman, who started the game at the mound, kept under 20 pitches, so he's available for tomorrow's games. As the Twins bullpen will be used tomorrow in 2 games, including a nail-biter in the morning against the Kingston Colts, which will have big playoff implications. And strike 1 on the inside as the head nod comes out from Pasma-Hellman, saying he understands it now. And did he hold the swing? He did. For ball 1. They check the third base umpire to confirm the call. And I'll see that one through as well. You can see the same pattern. Understands those are strikes, but now he's in a hole where he's got to get contact. Gibaudan looking for strike 3. Got it. Strike 3 swinging for Luke Pasma-Hellman. And Xavier Gibaudan. It's 3 up, 3 down as he retires the side in order. And will send us to a top of the 6th with the Blackbirds looking to extend their lead on a Monday night in Kingston. Top of the 6th inning, a new pitcher to the game for the Ottawa West Twins. It's Will O'Connell, who played a bit of center field, and now he's at the mound, the lefty. First pitch to Nocedo for ball 1. As Romeo 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this game. And he lightly hits that one, regrets his decision, it looked like. Play to first, gotta be there, it is. It's Ben Farina's able to turn the body and beat Romeo Nocedo after he kind of held the swing but still squared it up. And there's a quick one down. I want to say, give my appreciation to a commenter in the comment correcting Kyle Ziegel, number 72 on the Twins. We always appreciate the correction on some of the pronunciation, as we're not given all of it, so thank you to you in the chat. Marcel, one hopper to Farina's, and a play to first is in time again as Ben is busy at second base after we just moved there. And there's 2 down. As here's Thomas Gauthier. Home run earlier in the game in his first at-bat. Strikeout his second. O'Connell looking for quick work, and that is a beautiful breaking ball there to get down and in. That one's on the outside. We'll split the first 2 pitches from O'Connell. One, and Gauthier chases it down low. As O'Connell's got a really good dip on the ball. When he decides to throw it in, you can see he gets chased like there, like we just saw from Gauthier. Chance to end the top of the inning. The 1-2. Got him! A sweeping pitch. Drop strike 3. Alsusi collects himself, and the toss is on the money to end the top of the 6th inning. Quick work there from the Twins as they look to ignite their offense in the bottom of the inning. 4 runs needed. We'll also have to do all the damage in a do or die bottom of the 7th. With more baseball in Kingston when we return. Bottom of the 6th hitter back in Kingston. And leading things off, it's bottom of the order for the Ottawa West Twins. Parker hits. They followed up by Nicholas Floracas and Brendan Varga. His first pitch down in the dirt, and well, we'll see if the comeback can continue here for the Twins. All of the runs coming in that 3rd inning have been dry for the last 2, but a new chance here in the 6th. As a fastball down the middle from Zoubidon won't be able to be kept up with Hitz's attempt. We'll go 1-1. It's a bye for ball 2. And a late decision there from Hitz. It kind of looks like he only swung because he knew it was going to be a strike, which is fair enough, but just very slow. No intention of where he was going to hit that. 2-2. It's ball 3 to push us to a full count. It's ball 4 for Parker Hitz as he works a walk and he'll get to first base. And we'll go back to the top of the order to Nicholas Florakis. New pitcher in the bullpen as well for the Blackbirds. It's number 55, Luc St. Louis. He'll start his warm-up. We'll see if we see him either in this inning or if he comes in to close the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Florakis. Shows bunt, runner down to second. The throw is good. The tag. No. He avoids it. Parker Hitz playing limbo there on the tag attempt. And he's moved himself to a scoring position. Strike 1. Going to scoot the legs away with Florakis, but gets the call on the inside. There's the 1-1. Long look down at second from Gilbidon. He pipes one down the middle, but Florakis will send it foul. As it gives a bit of a head shake after he fouls that last one off. Go to a 1-2. In play. And a barehanded play by Xavier Gibedon, able to get out number 1. Runner will advance, so Parker Hitz to third. And there's Brendan Varga. Last time he was here, 2 RBIs and a double, and I believe, if I'm correct, that was what sparked that third inning 2-out rally where they scored 5 runs. And the first one takes it for a strike. Up high, ball 1. Hits a base hit away from getting home. And make it a 3-run game, closer than ever. And takes it looking again. Varga hesitant to swing the bat on the first 3 pitches. One, 2. A foul back. And we'll do it again. Back to the 1-2 pitch. And freezes him up and perfectly placed from Xavier Gibedon. And there's 2 down. As this will bring up the home run man, Zain El-Sousi, after this mound meeting. And it looks like that will do it for Xavier Gibedon on the mound. And Luc St. Louis, who we saw in the bullpen moments ago, will take to the mound and begin his warm-up before we get back underway. As this game is still nice and close, the Twins still in reach. But now with 2 outs in this bottom of the 6th, if the Blackbirds were able to leave the runner stranded at 3rd, it'd be 4 runs they'd have to score in the bottom of the 7th. as this will go the extent of the game.
I need a number for left field.
44.
Thank you.
One more pitch.
And so St. Louis looks good to go. And so Luke, special talent, diving catch. You know, he does play some of the outfield. He's a speedy guy. So he does right that he's pretty good at the diving play, the highlight reels, we like to call them on the broadcast. And we'll get this underway. Zane El-Souci with 1 on and 2 outs. First pitch from St. Louis. A breaking ball down in the dirt, and Desmarais gets in front of it to not allow the runner to get any sort of jump from third. A 1-0. And he loads up as St. Louis gave him another breaking ball there. You know, see if El-Souci wants round 3 on that attempt. El-Souci gets a hold of that one, skies it to center field, but underneath of it is the Blackbirds able to calm it down and leave a runner stranded at third base. As will remain a 4-run difference as we'll head to the top of the 7th inning, final inning of baseball here potentially here at Cricket Field in the final game of the day. Top of the 7th potential final inning of baseball here between the Blackbirds and the Twins. And strike 1 on Nete Mathieu, who is the leadoff hitter, as we see the 3 at the bottom of the order, Mathieu, Fournier, and St. Louis, who are always able to find some damage. Speedy guys as well, they are able to get aboard. I'll foul the second pitch back in a quick 0-2 hole. Oh, 2 pitch, and Fournier will, St. Louis. Oh my, Mathieu will foul it back. I named the other 2 guys who were up in the, going to be up in the order eventually before I named it Mathieu. Been a long day here in in cricket. A lot of names, a lot of players, a lot of games. 0-2. And O'Connell will throw one for a ball. As Will O'Connell looking to keep this game nice and tight, give his team the best chance in the bottom of the inning. As Mathieu golfs this one to center field, and the catch is made. As I believe Carson Stewart able to cover the ground. And there's one down. As the last two at-bats by Mathieu, he's flied them to the outfield. Emerick Fournier, 1 for 1 in the single to walk. And he'll wait on the first pitch, had the timing right as he leaned into it, but won't be able to connect. And with nobody on, that went to the backstop. Won't matter. It'll be 1-1. It's much more chill when there's nobody on and the ball goes to the backstop. It kind of becomes chaos sometimes when that happens, where runners go. Fournier belts this one up the alley to the back wall. He's going to look for two. The throw got to be quick. It is, but not fast enough. Emerick Fournier with a double. Puts himself into scoring position. And quite the ball game from Fournier, who started at the mound as well. And there's Louis St. Louis. As well at the bottom of the order. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And St. Louis will foul it off on the first pitch. Favorite baseball player from St. Louis is Gunnar Henderson. Quite the fantastic ball player. We'll see if he can hit like Gunnar, though. That's a strike. We're saying that, well, he obviously can. He's got back-to-back singles. And an 0-2 count. St. Louis got a battle. And he does. Up the infield. Splits third and second. Going to be a close play at third, though. The tag from Taze is late. And it's a single for Louis St. Louis, and runners in the corners. 3 consecutive singles for Louis. And 2 on for the top of the order. Samuel Gauthier, who himself has 3 singles and 4 RBIs. And a mound meeting here to go meet with Will O'Connell. And that will do it. The precaution on the bullpen continues for the Twins, who, as I've mentioned, they have 2 games tomorrow, so trying to save as many guys as potentially possible. And it'll be Carson Stewart who will take to the mound, and with that 19 pitches confirmed by our official pitch count people, that means he will be available for tomorrow's game. And here's Carson Stewart. He'll take his warm-up before we get back underway, as this day is winding down. But let's take a look at the 4 other games we had on tap today, as it all started in the morning. A 19-2 victory as the Diamond win over Cornwall in major fashion. Trois-Rivieres and the Oakville Whitecaps, 2 undefeated teams left in the tournament, took for a battle at 11 here at Cricket. We had this one on the broadcast, and while Trois-Rivieres continues to be undefeated, the only team left, and while they are playing obviously right now and have a chance to extend that to be a perfect 6-0 in round robin. Orleans and Cornwall, the battle of the 2 teams still searching for their first win, and it goes the way of the Red Sox. And then Kingston in the Diamond at 2 p.m. in a game where the Colts were able to come back and claim victory. And that will have big implications for their race to the playoffs. And finally, the last game here today. A 9-5, 7-inning thriller. And the Blackbirds looked to go perfect, but the Twins looked to battle back and get back in it. That's down to the dirt. Runners coming home. Going to be a close play as El Soucy looks to tag him himself. And it'll be safe and sound as Fournier will score. Played at second base, though. And St. Louis is safe. But it's 10-5 as the Blackbirds have doubled the tally now of Ottawa West. In a close play. But home plate umpire Mark Bradley saying that when the tag was applied, his foot was on the plate. And there's Samuel Gauthier once more. That ball to the backstop as well. That's back-to-back that have gone away. As Carson Stewart, the new pitcher, into the game. And safe and sound is St. Louis over at third, as there's no test on him. Now it's also out of the way, and it's 3 straight balls for Gauthier. Gotta find the strike zone here if you're Stewart. 3-0 pitch. Gauthier smokes this one to left field. Bye-bye baseball. Samuel Gauthier adds to the tally with a 2-run shot for the Blackbirds. It's his second home run of the day as well, after he hit one to lead off the ball game in Trois-Rivieres' first game of the day. As he'll trot around all 4. And it's 12-5 for the Blackbirds. And he had a 3-0 count, and I guess the relay was, listen, sometimes you don't swing on 3-0, but it's green light here today. And that continues the fantastic ball game from Samuel Gauthier. That's his 6th RBI, and he's 4 for 4 with 3 singles and a home run now. As there's Sam Desmarais. And hold off for ball 3, and again it's a count that goes in full favor of the Blackbirds batter, 3-0. And we'll see if that might be the nail in the coffin for the Twins, as they'll still have a chance in the bottom of the inning, but now the difference is 7. It's ball 4 for Desmarais as they'll head down to first. And Joey Blanchette, 2 for 3. Of his 4th at-bat of the game. That ball's over top of Blanchette. Desmarais down to second, and he makes the steal successful. You can see some frustration coming out from Carson Stewart as well. Not the start he would have wanted, and Twins head coach will come in to talk to his infield. And Stewart, just quick words before we disperse back. And we'll go back and going. 1-0 count. And that one to the backstop. There goes runner down to third, and Desmarais make it successful. Runner at third. And ball 2, and Stewart's got to find the strike zone here. And it's the 3rd consecutive count, which has started 3-0 for a Blackbirds batter. The 2 results have been a home run and a walk. And this one will end the same as the last one. Ball 4. The 4-pitch walk for Joey Blanchette will bring up cleanup hitter Jaden Renault. And another mound meeting here, and it looks like he's looking to the bullpen. And that will do it for Carson Stewart. Also go a different direction, keep his pitch count low and available for tomorrow. And Parker hits. Will come into the game, searching for 2 outs. And so will inherit 2 runners and only 1 out. It just kind of feels like the Twins have run out of gas, as many teams have against Trois-Rivieres. And so if this would hold, it would mean the Blackbirds would confirm first spot in the playoffs and will play the 4th seed, which will come down to a big race tomorrow. As you got a whole bunch of teams kind of in the middle gunning for that 4th spot, as we'll have Oakville, who is 4-1. They've almost confirmed themselves a spot. I believe they have already confirmed themselves a spot. The Colts are 2-2. The Diamond are 3-2. And while Ottawa West is the other team in that junction, and with a loss here today, if this did stick, would be 1-3, and they would need a big win tomorrow against the Colts in the morning. And that would bring them to, I believe, identical records. It would. Both being 2-3. And with the head-to-head, it might even propel them. Just such big things on the line in that morning game with the Colts and the Twins. As runner will go to second. And an extra base, 2-run scoring position now, as Blanchette makes a successful run. And so looking at tomorrow as well, to stay on the topic, the Diamond play a big game against Oakville, as that could decide maybe who gets the 2nd spot, as I believe it would. As if the Diamond win, they'd have the same record as Oakville and have the head-to-head. So 2 big games to start the day. You won't want to miss 9 a.m., 11 a.m. as the 2 scheduled times, as we congest the day to 4 games here at Cricket Field. And the 2-0 to Renault and they got him at third. Sam Desmarais was a bit too aggressive down the base paths, and it's a smile from the third base coach as him and Desmarais have an interaction, and a big out there for the Twins. Renault hits that one on the inside of his bat as it kind of jams him. He'll foul it off for a strike. Bring us to 2-2, and Parker hits as an opportunity here to send his team to the offense. That one's to the backstop, and a speedy Blanchette makes an easy trot down the third. And it's a full count here. And we'll have the payout pitch here to Renault. It's ball 4 over top of him. Runners back in the corners. And we'll bring up Xavier Gibedon. Who pitched in the middle of his game today. Good job. Was a part of that shaky inning in the third, though, but apart from that, was very successful. Ball 1. I'll turn and fire to third. And Blanchette will step back in time, as they're a bit trigger happy with that runner on third base after they just got a pickoff play moments ago. And this one is fired to left center field right out the alley, as Gibedon will get himself an RBI, and they're waving Renault around looking for 2, and they will get it. It's 14-5 as it's 2 RBIs for Xavier Gibedon. And the inning continues on with Romeo Nacedo due up. And first pitch for strike 1. As Nacedo 0 for 3. There's strike 2. As hits will take a lead with 2 of them by the knees. The 0-2. And they'll check if he went. He did not. We'll keep him at the plate. after it seemed like everyone was sensing a strike 3 call. That's ball 2. We'll get Nocido back in the count. Go to a 2-2 pitch. And a hard bounce off Susi. He won't be able to track it as it's a skyrocket into the air. And runner down to third now off of seizing that opportunity and kind of just ramped off of Valsusi's body like a rocket ship blasting off. That's a full count here for Nocido. Here's the payoff. It's strike 3 looking to end the top of the inning. As Parker hits, will leave a runner stranded at third, and it's 0 for 4 in the ball game for Romeo Nocido. Well, the Twins not out of it yet. They'll have to do all their damage here in the bottom of the 7th. 9 runs needed. 10 to walk it off, 9 to see extras. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. Bottom 7. Max against the wall for the Twins. Trying to move to 500, but they need 9 runs. Maybe a little bit too late. First pitch swinging there for Gagnon. 5-3 is making the toss there in time. Is Jaden Renault. So and there's one down. And a slowly but surely pitch there from St. Louis as James Daze now at the plate. The 0-1. Daze will reach forward and fouls it back to make it strike 2. And well, chance here for a quick 2 outs as St. Louis has got himself the lead. Daze got a battle. The 0-2. Got him. Strike 3 as he swings that one on the inside. And there's 2 down, and the Blackbirds 1 away from a perfect round robin. As there's Ben Farinas is trying to keep the game going. It looks like St. Louis is just really slowing it down purposely here. Kind of messing with the timing he's trying to. Here's the 0-1. They'll speed it up there. Miss on down and away for ball 1. Farinas Pops this one up in shallow outfield and over the shoulder as Samuel Gaultier will confirm perfection in the group stage for the Blackbirds as they finish the round robin a perfect 6-0 with a 14-5 win to close it out over the Ottawa West Twins. And we'll see the Blackbirds next on Thursday as they confirm the #1 spot in the playoffs. And they'll play the 4th seed, which will be decided tomorrow, I believe, between the Ottawa West Twins and the Kingston Colts, a game you will not want to miss. Well, it gives a team the upper hand as both teams, the Colts and the Twins, have they have 2 games tomorrow. They play the big game in the morning, and then it comes down also to the 2 o'clock game. If the Twins win, they have to win that Orleans game, and if they do, then they confirm the spot in the playoffs. But if the Colts win, then they have to beat the River Rats also in the afternoon. They don't have to beat the River Rats. They just confirm it with a win in the morning. So much on the line tomorrow. One more time, it's the Ottawa West Twins and the Kingston Colts at 9 a.m. Oakville in the Diamond, a big game for seeding-wise at 11. Orleans and Ottawa West at 2 p.m. and Kingston and Cornwall at 5, which will confirm us for the playoffs on Thursday. That will do it for day 6 of the tournament. This one ends 14-5 as the Trois-Rivieres Blackbirds remained perfect, and the Ottawa West Twins drop down to 1-3. For producer Ryan Hennessy, I've been Jacob Ewing. We'll see you tomorrow for the final day of Round Robin. Good night.